Yo, SmokaCola here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Homefront for the PC. Let's get started. The performance of the game, at first it didn't perform very well at all. I was getting horrible frame rates on my 5970. It was still playable, but the game ran around 40 frames per second or so fully maxed out. There was an update last week that changed this, however, and now the game is running extremely smooth and trying to break 60 frames per second constantly with VSync on. The company does seem dedicated at making the game perform well, so I do appreciate that. However, the performance of the game was not the only issue I first had with it. Now let's talk about the gameplay for a little bit. Now at first the game seemed a little innovative. You get points for various things you do, and with those points you can unlock special abilities like drone or body armor. Given that more thought, it is really no different from killing several people to get a chopper gunner. Speaking of kill streaks, the game plays a little like Call of Duty and Battlefield Bad Company 2 on normal mode. At first it was easy to kill enemies with a few shots, but now it seems like it takes a whole clip to take someone down after the update. Being very active on hardcore maps in Battlefield Bad Company 2, this doesn't really please me, but I have to hand it to him for getting the hit registrations to work so well. I really hate to compare FPS games to Call of Duty and Battlefield, but this game tries its hardest to compete with them. With the fast-paced style of Call of Duty and the wide open maps and vehicles of BC2, you run into a bit of a problem. The vehicles don't really handle nearly as well as they do in Battlefield, and so much is going on at the capture point, you won't even need a vehicle half the time. On the other hand, it does help to be able to spawn one to get to the next objective. You would think clashing two of the greatest series of FPS games together would produce something amazing, however, there is a reason those games have their own style. As for playing this game with friends, I would not recommend it. This is not a game that a handful of buddies would play, as the squad system is horrible. You can't spawn on your squad members or teammates. This game would be great for a community to play on it, as it seems like it would be easier to fill up both sides and everyone could jump into TeamSpeak. But unless you're a loner or playing this game with a large group, you won't have fun with it. With that being said, I do enjoy the game by myself, but when a friend or two joins in, it becomes a hassle because not only does the squad system completely suck, the server browser is just as bad. I'm sure most of you at PugGaming know Dark Liberator. It took him and another friend 20 minutes to find a match, and even after that they gave up and went to play Battlefield. Overall, the game is good if you're looking for a filler until Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare 3. And if you want something new to play alone, it's nice to play a newer game that allows you to snipe and prone. It does add a bit of realism to the game, but I game with several people at night, and this just didn't do it for me when trying to get a small group of friends together. If you're looking for something to enjoy with a lot of people, wide open spaces and vehicles, and it performs well, well then go ahead and grab this game. But if you're wanting to game with a few friends, stick to Battlefield Bad Company 2 until Battlefield 3 is released. I give this game a 3 out of 5. It's entertaining, but it failed to deliver anything new to the FPS genre. Also, the squad system and the server browser don't work well at all, and it's nothing that you'd really want to play with just a small group of people. And that's it for the review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is SmokaCola with PugGaming. Take it easy.